Hello, and welcome to the weekly special presentation for the week of Friday, March 24th, 2017. My name is Glenn Tompkins. I'm a Senior Product Support Representative and Instructor here at VectorVest, and it's my pleasure to give your presentation this evening. This week's presentation is titled Centralizing Portfolio Management. Hats off to product development. On February 17th of 2017, Dr. DeLito wrote an essay entitled How to Emulate a Model Portfolio. Now, we learned some things from those views that night. We noticed that we gave you the step-by-step instructions on how to emulate it, but it was somewhat of a tedious process. Well, the answer is here this evening to make things easier. Let's get right into the software. From the home page of the VectorVest software, we're going to go to the tab at the top that says Portfolios, which is the information that we're talking about this evening. We'll click on that Portfolios tab, and it's going to take us to our model portfolios, looking at 2017 Model Portfolio number 1. The first thing I want you to do is, if you look at these, keep in mind that our education staff has done an excellent job in preparing these systems for you. Look at the equity curve of this strategy from 2012 until right now, and it's up over 167%. Well, that's just model portfolio number 1. Let's go to model portfolio number 2. Again, look at that beautiful equity curve. Since 2012, up 132%. Let's take a look at number 3. Beautiful equity curve again. Since 2014, up over 112%. Number 4. Also since 2014, up over 122%. And model portfolio number 5, since 2014, is up over 62%. Folks, look at these equity curves. These are marvel. Take a look at. Let's go back to model portfolio number 1. Now that we've seen that these systems in action really do work, let's take a look at model portfolio 1 and let's see how well it's done this year. I'm going to put my mouse and find on this equity curve the last trading day of 2016, which was 12/30 of 2016. The value of this portfolio was 150.81%, and right now it's at 167.25%. So Dr. DeLito in the views already showed you how to calculate based on a $100,000 portfolio, has shown you how this portfolio has done year to date. And as I mentioned, it's over about 11% year to date. Man, that's a great return on the year that we're having so far. So now let's talk about some of the new things that you'll see in this process. First thing, we now have a description box. You would click on the description box and we'll give you a detailed description of each one of these model portfolios. Well, model portfolio 1 says it trades the S&P 500 stocks that are buy rated and sorts to the top those with the highest price and lowest positive price momentum. Long positions are held through down markets, very important, and in down markets, open positions are hedged with short positions whose price is most overextended from their stop price and have an RV of less than 0.75. We close all the short positions on market signal reversals. All right, so now we have detailed information on what model portfolio is all about. But something to keep in mind. In order to get this information on our model portfolios, you do need to have auto timer. If you don't have auto timer, well, we'll give it to you free for 2 weeks so that you can go through the process that Dr. DeLito talked about in the views this evening and the process that you're going to see in this video. So that's the first thing that we've added new is a description. And now this keeps things very simple for you. The next thing you're going to do is go over to this button that says Details. And once you left click on it, it's going to open a website for you. On that website, you're going to get more precise information on the total system, looking at the rules up and the rules down. Currently, we're using a confirm calls on this system. On the up, we're going to buy long with search called CC for confirmed calls, S&P 500 winners. Our stop is using the profit locker with a 50% target and a 15% stop. If I scroll down, we get more information on what we're doing specifically on the upside. On the rules downside, this is where we sell short, using CC for confirmed calls, Vern's Vultures down 5 days, which was a presentation done by Steve Chappell not too long ago. Notice that the stops are different. A 20% gain or 10% loss, also followed by more pertinent information regarding the trading system. This is going to help you when you actually go into the real world and put these stocks into a real portfolio on how to manage them and what to do. Something else that's new, we show you which side we're currently on. Right now, the current button is on the rules confirmed downside. Folks, it makes it very simple to know what's going on in each of our model portfolios. Now, we're going to close that. The next button we have is the action plan. I'm going to click on the action plan. The first thing you see is which portfolio we're in, model portfolio number 1, and I'm going to come back to this in a second to go through all of the other ones as well. It's number 1, when to be bullish or bearish. Well, right now the market signal is bearish and it's okay to open bearish positions. Look at the red arrow. Next, what stocks to pick? Well, because we're selling short, here's the 5 stocks that you could sell short with right now. If you want to look at their graphs, you can do that, or you can take that. The search is providing you with the stocks that you're needing right now to sell short. Down below, we have when to close a position based upon this drop criteria that maximizes this trading system. If you want to learn more about these portfolios in an overview video, you can click here and you'll see a presentation done by Todd Schaefer showing you how and what these are all about. What's new? If I want to create a portfolio right from here, I can. Look, create a portfolio with these symbols. If I click on that, it's going to set up a portfolio for me to use right now to paper trade going forward. I can enter a name, I can change it to reflect any name I want, but notice that the system will automatically generate a portfolio name for you. My initial investment is defaulted to $100,000. If you want to change that, simply click in the box and reflect how much ever money you want to use in this portfolio. Commission type, if you're paying more or less as far as per trade, this is where you can change that information. Now, keep that on $100,000 though. Scroll down. If you want to use margin, you can click use margin and use interest. Now that this is set up for me, I'm going to simply click on OK. And I'm going to open this up later. Okay, we'll come back to that. Now that that's set up, let's go back to this drop down. Model Portfolio 1, what to do. Let's go to Model Portfolio 2. Notice that right now, it's neutral. There are no positions to pick, so it's going to let you know that. If you want to know information, more information on the model portfolios as well, here's our PDF file to help you with that, along, as I mentioned, here's our videos to watch for the strategy of the week. Let's go to Model Portfolio 3. This is also bearish, but we have more stocks in this one. We're probably trying to hold more than 5, probably 10. And if we scroll down, here's our stop losses on these, 50% gain or 20% loss, but we have the strategies showing you what stocks to trade to the downside right now. Let's go to Model Portfolio 4, also bearish. Here are the stocks to short. And Model Portfolio 5, also neutral right now with no stocks to take advantage of, so you wouldn't be setting up a portfolio from here. All right, now that we've got that information set up, we've now set up our portfolio. We'll click on the X to get out of it. From here, let's go to that portfolio that we just set up, which was 2017 Model Portfolio #1_2. If I click on it, it's going to show me the stocks that it got into. The market just closed. So here's the stocks and what they've done until the close of the market. And now all of the stops have been put into place, but I also want to show you something else. If you go over to the right-hand corner here and click on Edit, this portfolio is now set up using all of the criteria for this system. Using the confirmed calls. What to do on a confirmed up call. It will automate what stocks are being bought and sold. Go over to the confirm rules down. We are currently in. Here's the 5 stocks that we're in. And it's automatically trading with the stop criteria for the trading system. The genius is on and your portfolio is now paper traded going forward with full automation. Now, I set up a new one earlier this afternoon, called it Model Portfolio #1_1. I'll click on it. And so far, and this was since about 2:20 this afternoon, this portfolio went up about 0.3%, shorting the stocks that the search already gave me. Folks, it's all about, in this case, setting it and forgetting it, and letting the portfolios be managed by our portfolio management system using the auto timer. So folks, we now have a process where we are centralizing portfolio management to give you all of the information that you need at your fingertips with a simple click of the mouse. So with that, folks, I'd like to say thank you for joining me for this week's presentation. If you have any questions, please give our product support staff a call, and we'll be more than happy to help you. And on Monday, we will be doing a Q&A follow-up on this presentation. So I thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful evening.